name is Julie Hanson, and I'll be your professor for this semester, and I wanted to give you a walkthrough of our Blackboard course and my accounting lab and how to navigate everything just to make sure that you're successful. So here's our opening page, and you can see there's a little picture of my dog, Allie, and it says let's get started, so we're going to click here. Alright, so I've given you some instructions on what to do and to review the syllabus and the calendar and all this other kind of good things. And then you can see on the left here, there are links to all the things that I want you to review. So the first one will be this video that you're watching, so you've probably already gotten to that point. And then you'll just go through and get the syllabus and the calendar, and you'll want to sign up for Remind, which is a texting application in case you've ever used it before, or if you've not, it's okay. But that's our way of communicating with each other, and that's the way that you'll get the quickest response from me, is to sign up for Remind. Okay, each of these will open in a new tab, so you'll want to make sure and close the tab and then kind of return back to here to navigate to the next item. Okay, so that is how you'll do that. Now, everything that you need for this course is going to be found under the weekly work, okay? And so I'm going to just proceed on to chapter 1. In chapter 1, you can see I've posted a PowerPoint. These are the ones that I have created, and it will give you a pretty good idea. But also you'll have your chapter 1 and your quizzes, and then there's another professor that works in our department, and he's created some videos that will help you walk through the homework. So if you click on here, what's going to happen is you'll get a registration page, and here you can pay $121.95 for the ebook and my accounting lab. So those two things together, and that's everything you'll need for the course, is $121.95. Now, if you just want access to my accounting lab without the ebook, let's say you get a rental book or you purchase one online or you go to Amazon, whatever, you still need this $70 access to my accounting lab. Now, if you do this bundle right up here, I can tell you that there's some extra links and some extra help and that kind of thing that come with it. So if you can live with just an ebook, and I would probably go this direction. Okay, now if you've been to the bookstore and you already have an access code, just click here. All right, so that should be pretty straightforward. Now, when you get into the assignments, you can see that there are going to be several questions here, so you want to make sure and get into each of these questions, and sometimes questions have a couple of piece parts, so make sure that you cover everything. So here I'm going to open up the first question, and you can see it has another pop-up window here, and then you can navigate through each of the questions like this. Okay, some of them are drop down, some of them you fill in, some of you have to actually calculate, so I'm sure you'll get the hang of this. And there's some question help over here, which is always nice. So again, if you purchase just the access to my accounting lab, that $70 option, I think that some of these things are not available to you, so just make sure that you purchase correctly. Okay, and then you can also click back on this assignments tab, and it'll give you the whole list of everything that's available. And then if you take this quiz or test, these are actually I believe these are just sample ones right here that you can just take. They're both pre and post test, right? So you can kind of test your own knowledge. So just feel free to navigate. You can't break this, and you'll just find that there are a lot of resources here for you. Alright, so I'm just going to close this out and navigate back to Blackboard. So here we are back in the weekly work. I wanted to point out to you that I have a whole separate link for all of the PowerPoints that are listed here. There's PowerPoints from the book, which will hopefully be helpful, and there's some video resources for you as well. Now, if you feel the need to email me, go ahead and email me right here. But again, the quickest way for you to reach me is through Remind, because that will be us texting together. Now, from time to time, I will post some things in jobs and scholarships, and if you need help, like technical help, like you can't get into my accounting lab or it quit on you or whatever, you'll want to go to my accounting lab help right here. If you have problems with Blackboard, go to help here. Okay, so that should do it for us. I did want to bring up a couple of things on the calendar to to let you know. So obviously we will have some things due right away, and then pretty much every week you will have a new assignment. So make sure and take note of all of these due dates, and make sure that you keep them on your calendar because these are not negotiable. So anyway, that is all I wanted to say, and have a great semester, and please feel free to reach out to me should you have any questions. Oh, and one more thing actually I did forget is that I'm going to have you post an introduction on Padlet. So there will be a link here, and I'm going to bring it up on this monitor. Okay, so you can see I've already posted This Is Me right here. If you click on the right hand plus sign over there, it will you'll want to title something and just write something about yourself and attach a little selfie. So that way we can all get to know you, and then you can also comment on anybody else or mine or like it. So it's kind of fun. It's just a way for us to get to know each other since we won't see each other in person. Okay, have a great semester.